rapper Kid Cudi, who alleged that Diddy retaliated against him after learning that Cudi was dating
What if I told you one of
Ventura
hip-hop's
Fine.
biggest stars just watched his own ex-assistant call him a god among men. And another chart-topping rapper like Kid Cudi took the stand against him? That's exactly what happened in Sean Diddy Combs' Manhattan sex trafficking and racketeering trial. On one side, an insider who once praised Diddy's leadership is now testifying he quit because the violence became too much to cover up. On the other, Kid Cudi, first name-dropped by Cassie Ventura, stepped into the very courtroom where Combs is accused of running an illicit freak-off empire. Why do these witness moments matter? And what do they reveal about the power, the parties, and the pain behind closed doors? Stick around, because what happens next could reshape everything you think you know about fame and its fallout. Sean Diddy Combs faces grave accusations in a Manhattan federal courtroom, racketeering and sex trafficking by force, alleging he operated a criminal enterprise moving women across state lines and coercing them at private freak-off parties. Cassie Ventura's gut-wrenching testimony about bread splatter and punches at his Los Angeles home set an early tone, backed by hotel surveillance and text messages. Don Richard, a bad boy label mate, then corroborated violent scenes at a 2010 West Hollywood dinner, surprising everyone by naming Usher and Neo as eyewitnesses. Defense attorneys insist these are sensational embellishments, built on traumatized memories and selective editing. They argue that while Combs had a powerful persona, isolated blow-ups don't equal a criminal conspiracy. For prosecutors, however, each piece, be it bruises, bombshell name drops, or late-night video clips, molds a mosaic of repeated abuse and systemic cover-up. Jurors must now decide, is this a pattern of racketeering, or a star's reputation under attack? Kaplan's role didn't end with violence. He testified he prepared luxury hotel suites, often under Frank Black, stocking baby oil, Astroglide, candles, and even MDMA. It was like setting up a movie set, he recalled, ensuring the party room matched Diddy's vision. Then came the cleanup, tear down and erase. Enter HSI agent Gerard Gannon. On March 25, 2024, armored vehicles and a boat breached Diddy's Star Island gate. Agents seized over 1,000 baby oil bottles, 31 Astroglide containers, and a Gucci bag loaded with assorted pills and white powder. Photos of crushed pills in a blood-steeped $100 bill tested positive for cocaine and ketamine. Los Angeles raids mirrored Miami findings, additional supplies, drug paraphernalia hidden in high heels, and evidence of a sprawling freak-off network. For prosecutors, the raids validate Kaplan's behind-the-scenes account, mapping a coordinated enterprise. Flight logs, credit card statements, and hotel receipts now stand poised to tie these parties into a wider sex trafficking ring. Kid Cudi, Scott Mescudi to his mom, arrived at 9:18 a.m. Eastern Time on May 22 to testify about his brief 2011 romance with Cassie Ventura. First name dropped under cross-exam when Cassie revealed she and Cudi began dating during a break from Combs. His appearance was highly anticipated. While Cudi didn't witness any alleged assaults, he confirmed the timeline, studio sessions, exchanges of affectionate messages, and Combs' anger upon discovering their relationship. He recounted threats that Combs would blow up his car, matching Cassie's account of intimidation. Cudi spoke quietly, choosing words carefully. He described Combs as a mentor figure, someone he admired when he broke out with Day and Night. But he admitted the power dynamics shifted, a star in the making versus the mogul who opened doors. Defense attorneys probed his motives. If Combs never harmed Cudi directly, why testify? Cudi replied that he felt compelled to clarify events and protect the truth. For jurors, Cudi's testimony underscored the ripple effect of Combs' alleged behavior. His presence showed how Combs' influence extended beyond label mates, impacting rising artists who trusted and respected him. Though Cudi offered no direct eyewitness proof of violence, his account added another dimension. Combs' power could intimidate industry peers, reinforcing the prosecution's pattern narrative. Why do victims remain in relationships that hurt them? Clinical psychologist Dr. Dawn Hughes provided insight without evaluating Combs or Cassie directly. Drawing on trauma bonding research in prior high-profile cases, she explained how abusers alternate charm and violence to create a cycle victims can't escape. First, trust is built through kindness, praise, gifts, exclusive access, then shattered by unpredictable outbursts. Apologies, remorse, and promises follow, re-establishing emotional dependence. Over time, victims internalize blame, believing they caused the harm or lack the power to leave. Isolation from friends and family exacerbates the effect, as does financial control. Memory of traumatic events can fragment, details become jumbled, and recollections may emerge only after time or intervention. Dr. Hughes linked this to Cassie's delayed disclosures and donor Richard's evolving recollections. She underscored that inconsistencies don't necessarily indicate deceit. They reflect the mind's coping mechanisms. For jurors, her testimony offers a lens to interpret witness statements. Trauma distorts memory, so minor discrepancies shouldn't automatically discredit a survivor's core claims. With human witnesses and raid evidence in place, the trial shifts to paper trails, flight manifests, credit card records, hotel receipts. Each could tie alleged victims to interstate travel, supporting sex trafficking charges. Expect forensic accountants to chart payments for private jets and hotel suites, highlighting attempts to conceal illicit costs within Combs's entertainment ventures. Defense teams will continue cross-examinations, targeting every date mix-up or omitted name to sow doubt. They'll call memory experts to question the reliability of trauma-affected testimony. Meanwhile, prosecutors may summon additional insiders, security staff or former employees, to corroborate or fill gaps in Kaplan's account. A wild card remains whether other celebrities, like Kid Cudi's peers or label executives, will be called. Each new star witness could bolster the prosecution or give the defense fresh opportunities to attack credibility. Ultimately, the jury's decision will hinge on whether they see this as a coordinated enterprise exploiting women for profit, or a series of bad personal choices sensationalized by dramatic headlines. From a personal assistant's reluctant revelations to Kid Cudi's stand, and the expert psychology framing trauma, this trial has laid bare an intricate web of power, loyalty, and alleged abuse. Does the weight of inside testimonies and raid evidence prove a criminal enterprise? Or will the defense fracture the prosecution's pattern with doubts over memory and motive? Tell us what you think in the comments. Did Kaplan's God Among Men moment shake your view of Combs? Does Kid Cudi's testimony add credibility or noise? Subscribe and ring the bell to catch our next update as courtroom drama unfolds. At Civic Fracture, we dig where fame cracks, because the most compelling stories happen behind the spotlight.